So we've been talking about how to beat our opponent's structure, and we're going to continue that here with a few different ideas. So we have gotten to the point where we have stopped our opponent from being in this super strong position that's going to be causing the proper force vectors and frames to have the most options for defense. We can't have that elbow in, so we detached, accessed the lever, brought the knee up. The main goal that we know that we're able to start looking at advancing or attacking, if both elbows are out. If the elbows are out, they're sitting on top of my legs. These arms are still going to be set up in the proper force vector, but they're out and I'm going to be able to start accessing these arms as levers. There's two main structures that your opponent will have. The first and easiest one to deal with is someone who's just trying to take their ball and go home or defend the chokes at this point. They're going to cross, shutting us down from being able to access the collar or any kind of chokes around the neck. I can, one, look at the elbows. If it's very hard for somebody to keep their neck protected while at the same time keeping their elbows completely tight to their body. They're going to have to go one way or the other. If the elbows are staying in super tight, then I'm probably not going to respect it. There's usually a bit of a gap here. I'm going to start digging in aggressively for whatever kind of choke you have a preference for. As Kevin has to respect this, the elbows might slightly raise, and I'm immediately looking to occupy that space with my hips by bringing my legs up high and pinching my knees up around his shoulders so that his arms are locked in this upright vertical stance. If his elbows are just already up to begin with, recognize that that's not the proper time to start looking for the choke, but depending on how much these are up, I'm going to be able to access these as levers with just my arms, locking my arms out as frames, or I might be able to just immediately bring, once again, my hips up high. Another way to beat this kind of structure that your opponent's giving you is instead of going the way that they're set up to defend it, which is going to be over top, we're going to go underneath, tracking through the lapel. So if Kevin just takes one of his arms away right now, he is designed to beat like this. I'm going to open up lapel, either side that you're wanting to attack. Obviously the lapel is crossed over top, it's going to be easiest to attract him immediately. I'm just going to open it up with the same side hand, and I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to just place it on the inside, I'm going to track underneath to get up to the collar. So here, opening up, underneath, grabbing that lapel, sliding it so that I can start working to get that deep grip to start threatening up the collar choke. So if Kevin's both arms are here, elbows are in nice and tight, I can't go this way, I'm going to open this up, slide underneath both arms, getting that grip on the collar. Don't think that you can just use, we're not going to get much movement out of our opponent's arms here, so I'm not opening this lapel and trying to open the elbow up like that. That's not going to happen, it's not strong enough. We're just creating a little bit of room so that I can slide my hand in here, and I'll just be able to slide underneath all his layers of defense to get up nice and high. Now if he keeps his arms so tight here, I'm going to be able to start breaking posture, getting grips on the collar, and starting to attack the collar choke, moving into S-mount, a whole plethora of attacks.